Good morning, everyone. I'm Naimish, and our startup is called MyWedStory. So, as the name suggests, we are focused on a very special event that each of one, luckily or unluckily, face at least once in our life, and that's marriage, right? So that's wedding, and we all know how special and grand it is, and especially in India. And I'll take a very beautiful picture that depicts why it's much more special in India, right? So I'll say why it's much more grand or much more populated in India. It's due to the numbers that are attached with it. And those numbers, these are really minimalistic numbers, but they go really higher than this. And this number takes a lot of efforts in the back end to manage and plan these weddings, right? And it all starts out in a very organized way where you sit down, you write down a list of guests, you write down their contact numbers, start collecting their addresses, start calling them individually, start sending out invitation cards. And then again you go through the complete exhaustive list to have an RSVP of all those people, and you start collecting their mode of transportation and how they're coming and going. And by the till the end of the day, last day, it goes all haphazard. I mean, someone is asking you for the location of the event, and someone is asking you are asking someone for the time of arrival, and during all those time, you're using whatever medium that comes into your hand and you're comfortable with. I mean, अगर हाथ में SMS आया है, WhatsApp आया है, Facebook आया है, whatever comes into hand, you just start doing it because that's a way of convenient to me, right? So what this all leads to is there is a problem that the communication gets scattered, the memories get scattered, and there's an inconvenience that is caused both to the couple and the guests that are coming over there, so they cannot have the complete experience that you want them to have. And this is where we come in. We make one platform that is a single platform to help you communicate, manage, bring all your emotions and the memories at one place, bring you all, and how we help you is we help you create much more better engagement from the guests even months before the wedding, creating much more excitement and hype for the wedding, right? And in the process, we simplify this process, make it much more easier for you, saving time, saving money, saving much more efforts. And we have a simple motto that we want to bring everything about your wedding just one tap away, making it a personalized and more enhanced experience for you and your guests. So that is it all about, right? It's all about the experience that we want to provide in the weddings that we are spending all this money for, right? So we have our beta version live right now on mobile and web version. So talking about market, so market is really big for India. So you might have the big numbers, 1 crore plus weddings per year in India. But see, the market over here works very interestingly. So you need to market out to the people, the actual couple who's getting married, who then forces on the product to their guests, right? So that's how the product gets more awareness into the market. I mean, that keeps on spreading in such a way, and that's what we are looking on. We are trying to capture those couples who are getting married in Tier 1, Tier 2 cities, or who are actually technically literate or internet users, open for such digital solutions. And generally the budget for such weddings goes from 10 to 70 lakh, out of which 10 to 15% goes towards such applications that are meant for invitations, that are meant for photo albums, digital memories, and those solutions. That is where we want to budge in, try to slowly replace those things, enhance those tools initially, and then replace it with our digital solutions. So we can come in. So as the market is big, so is our competitor list. So there's a competitive list for what we do and what our competitors do. And they all have different niches of wedding photo sharing app, being a wedding planner, being a wedding website. But rather than going into the analysis, I'll talk about how we'll differentiate ourselves from these competitors. So we are really very focused on one particular thing, and that's solve one problem at a time, but in the best way. So that's what we are doing. We are doing wedding communication. We are solving the complete wedding communication, that is bringing your excitement, engagement, plus the usability and management part at one place. So we actually replace your pen, paper and traditional ways rather than being an enhancement tool, right? Or just being a photo sharing app. So that is what we differentiate ourselves from our competitors from, right? And our history, we started out in April, got incubated at MICA, launched our beta in June, and by today we have registered more than 130 weddings, and we have a team of 6 right now, including myself. I am leading my efforts along with my technical co-founder Hardik, and we share a common passion for picking up such simple problems and creating such user-friendly solutions, and that is what we have been doing for past 2 years in our startup ecosystem. So we had been working in other startups, and that is what we mean to do with MyWedStory. I mean, it's a very simple thing, but we want to disrupt the current wedding scenario in India using, introducing digital technology and slowly and slowly replace those things. And for that, we need to expand our team. We need our fundings because we are bootstrapping ourselves till now. But to become a leader in our market segment, we'll need more investors and mentors on our board. And hopefully, next time you have some wedding, we'll be there in the back end managing, helping them out. Thank you. Right.
Your product. So you've not exactly said what is the USP of your product, what exactly it provides.
Right.
How are you saving costs and time on that? What are the key features?
Right. Right. So I'll take an use case for that. So that is what we came for. One use case came to us last week, saying that we have more than 2,500 guests and we don't know how we are supposed to RSVP them or how we are supposed to communicate with them. And we need some digital tool that helps us out doing those things. I mean, they cannot individually sit down and call every one of them and individually do all those processes. And that's where they asked us, I mean, their simple question was, give me your best package, I'm ready to do it, but make it simple for me. So that is where we come in. I mean, we, rather than the money, it's more about the efforts that we reduce it. So money is a side factor for it. And I mean, the time is the money and the efforts is the money. So that's all.
Is that your key feature to digitally send invitations to people? Is that your prime feature that you're offering?
Yes. So that is, I'm sorry? How much do we charge? We are a freemium model right now, but we'll be charging for such premium features. So we are in a beta phase right now for our first phase, and in that phase we are mainly connecting and bringing everyone at one place. But we are getting into such advanced guest management and RSVP list that we are also patenting such processes because it's a very different process over here rather than out over there. I mean, just giving you an example, we have very personalized and customized, we have RSVP people for particular events. We call someone in some events, we don't call someone in others, and we have to customize those RSVPs accordingly, right? So those are some kind of features where we'll be charging, but other things, something like photo sharing, sending out digital invitations, connecting someone at everyone at one platform, that is something free right now. Make out of a? So that might depend. I mean, our basic features could start from 2,000 to 3,000, or it might go up to 7,000 to 8,000. That is what we estimate to make out of per wedding. Per wedding, right? Because we have a very big market to cater to. So I mean, those numbers even multiplied with our target market. So that could be a lot of revenues for us. In terms of? Right. So as I said, our key statistics would be number of weddings that we register onto our platform. Right. So I mean, we want to lead this segment, being the leading wedding app in India by next December. And being realistic, we need a lot of things to be done on technology side and team expansion. So by next December, we'd be registered more than 2,500 weddings onto our platform, and that would be really good. I mean, along with the guests that are involved on those weddings. So right now we see more than 30 guests coming per wedding. So we want to increase those numbers, right? And that is what we want. 130 weddings, yes.
From 130, you're saying that over the next 16 months you will get to 2,500.
Yes.